Welcome to your mind.
This is my mind.
Welcome to MsMojo. Another month already down in 2024. Can you believe it? While Taylor Swift's Superbowl takeover was dominating the media, there was a lot of other stuff going down this month. So let's dive in and check out some of the stories that caught our attention in February.
So what did I miss? What did I miss?
Number 10. The Seers at The Simpsons get it right again.
I'm so thrilled you agreed to go through with this.
Oh, my pleasure, Totty. One for the album, Gromit.
Nearly 20 years after Wallace and Gromit captured hearts the world over with their 2005 feature film debut Curse of the Were-Rabbit, Aardman finally announced their return in 2022. And this month we got our first details about the plot ahead of a Netflix release later this year.
Look, if I must change my ways, at least let me do it my way. With technology.
The still untitled adventure will see the pair dealing with Wallace's new invention, a garden gnome that gains a mind of its own and starts to cause trouble. It sounds quintessentially Wallace and Gromit, but also familiar. The Simpsons, a show with an eerie track record for predicting the future, parodied the duo with a gnome-centric segment all the way back in 2011.
Crumble! Crumble! Where has that silly dog got to? Oh my!
We don't know if the writers are just that savvy or actually supernatural, but we're calling another accurate prophecy from the Springfield crew. Number 9. Fourpart Harmony, but make it biopic.
Hey, look at that.
What's that?
Is that our set down there?
Oh, should we go down and have a go?
Yeah,
Come on,
let's
then. Trees and everything. There's not a fellas for one set. That's not a tree. It is.
As arguably the biggest rock band of all time, it seems odd that the Beatles have yet to receive the big screen treatment in the ever-popular biopic genre. But then again, it's tricky enough distilling one life and career into 2 hours, let alone 4. Well, Sam Mendes has a solution.
I tried it and discovered that I loved to do it and that I felt that I had something to say.
Rather than produce a single Beatles film, the British film and stage director announced not 1, but 4 movies, each focused on a different Beatle, all to be released in 2027. Mendes is an acclaimed director with a number of prestige awards to his name. We hope he'll combine his film expertise with his background in directing stage musicals to put a unique spin on each film in his ambitious biopic series.
That degree of mythic storytelling. It's always had one foot in the real and one foot in the fantasy. It's about a tone. It's about walking that knife edge between the two.
Number 8. A dramatic new chapter. Pre-debut author Kate Corain sent shockwaves through the fiction community in late 2023 when it was revealed that they had created numerous fake Goodreads accounts to review bomb other new authors whom she viewed as competition, and who were overwhelming people of color. In a lengthy interview with the Daily Beast this month, Corain blamed their behavior on a neurodivergence and a mental health episode, while claiming that the apparent targeting of POC was coincidence.
You may not look at someone and go, oh, I hate her because she's Chinese, but you could be looking at how she received a $500,000 deal from your same publisher and automatically feel that she doesn't deserve it.
The affected authors have taken to social media to push back on claims made in the interview and highlight their own struggles as a result of Corain's actions. The whole incident has also been used to call out the problematic environment of Goodreads as a platform. And you thought book drama was the stuff in between the covers, huh?
Help! Help! Over here!
Careful, mate. Not all sharks are in the water.
Number 7. Pop Funk.
사랑합니다. 근데 지금 너무 위험해서 다들 한 발짝만 뒤로 가세요. 소감 잠깐 멈추겠습니다.
No award show in recent memory has made as big a stink as the 2024 Hantao Music Awards in South Korea. And we mean that literally. The ceremony was spread over 2 days in mid-February. While day 1 seemed to go smoothly, day 2 took a foul turn.
Ugh, what is that smell?
It's poo-poo with a dash of caca.
Audience members report someone defecating in the standing section, splattering bystanders' clothes, and generating a stench that filled the venue and caused several artists in attendance to lose their composure. Needless to say, tensions were already high, and when fans of the group Zero Base One started pushing to get closer to the stage during the group's performance later on, a violent altercation broke out in the crowd. Petty Grammy drama seems quaint by comparison. Number 6. Subscribers say, "We've added up to here, Amazon."
You get a subscription, and you get to watch all this stuff without commercials. Fabulous. But then the streamers started realizing, you know what? Traditional cable television had it right. That's where the real money is.
When Amazon announced in 2023 that it intended to introduce an ad-supported tier to its Prime service, it felt like a frustrating but inevitable development. However, the implementation of their new model in January of 2024 defaulted all accounts to the ad tier, with the uninterrupted streaming experience only being available for an additional fee. This infuriated users who had already paid for yearly subscriptions under the previously advertised terms of ad-free streaming.
If you were promised one thing, and that what you were paying covered all of those items, then you shouldn't have to pay more money. It's plain and simple.
In February, customers used all the extra time they had during ad breaks to file a class action suit in California federal court, alleging false advertising and breach of state consumer protection laws. Though a victory will only amount to a slap on the wrist for Amazon, we applaud the effort to stand up against this frustrating bait and switch.
It's not an unreasonable thing to charge $3 more for ad-free when Prime gets you all this other stuff and everybody else is charging you more than that. I'm fine, but when somebody's already paid for something, deliver on it.
Number 5. Extraordinarily good news. It's no secret that streamers don't always promote their shows well. Add in a case of superhero fatigue, and it's all too easy for shows like 2023's Extraordinary to fall through the cracks.
We're just gonna ignore the fact she broke a preacher.
The British series, distributed through Hulu in the US, is a fresh and funny take on a world where most people are superpowered, yet its first season attracted little notice. Though it was renewed around the same time it premiered, fans have learned that nothing's guaranteed.
Have you got a job yet?
I have a job.
A real job. I didn't leave my home and family and brave the boat to England for you to squander all my sacrifices.
We definitely flew here.
Thankfully, February 2024 started with the happy announcement that our heroes were indeed returning, with a March 6th release date for Season 2. A trailer dropped several weeks later, priming us for more extraordinarily relatable laughs and groans with this lovable group.
This is a first start. Everything's gonna change. We see this as an opportunity to reinvent ourselves. Out with the old.
What's wrong with these?
They don't even cover your bumhole.
Even better.
Number 4. Iris cited over Greece.
Η σημερινή μέρα είναι μέρα χαράς, γιατί από αύριο ένας φραγμός ακόμα μεταξύ μας καταργείται για να γίνει γέφυρα συνύπαρξης σε μια ελεύθερη πολιτεία με ελεύθερους πολίτες.
When it comes to human rights, it sometimes seems like there's more bad news than good these days. However, the Greek goddess of the rainbow was flying high over Athens on February 15th as the nation's parliament approved a bill legalizing same-sex marriage.
We said immediately, great, how about May? In spring? What will we wear? Will we get flowers?
The measure, which passed with a decisive 176-76 vote, makes Greece the first country in southeastern Europe, as well as the first with a majority Eastern Orthodox religious base to legally protect the rights of all people to marry as they see fit. Additionally, the bill legalizes the ability of same-sex couples to adopt children. We can't think of a more perfect Valentine.
Δεύτερος πολίτης. Έχουμε στις υποχρεώσεις, αλλά τώρα έχουμε λίγο παραπάνω δικαιώματα.
Number 3. A moving milestone at the Grammys.
As every fairy tale comes real, oh, I've looked at love that way.
Canadian music legend Joni Mitchell won her first Grammy Award in 1969 for Best Folk Performance with her album Clouds. In the intervening decade, she's become one of the most celebrated singer-songwriters of her generation, racking up numerous Grammy nominations and awards, and serving as an inspiration for countless other artists. But it wasn't until the 2024 ceremony on February 4th that she made her debut as a performer on the Grammy stage.
I looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose.
Accompanied by a number of notable musicians, the 80-year-old Mitchell gave an evocative performance of her most famous song, Both Sides Now. The more mature quality of her voice brings the themes of the song even more vividly to life, creating a rendition that would bring a tear to even the most unsentimental eye.
I really don't know life at all.
Number 2. Lisa Frankenstein gives us life.
Are you hot for anyone? Come on.
This story of a 1980s teenager and the 1830s bachelor she accidentally brings back from the dead arrived in theaters right in time for Valentine's Day. Written by Diablo Cody and inspired by everything from German Expressionism to John Waters, Zelda Williams' feature film directorial debut was a goth camp triumph.
Lisa looks good. She could probably even do pageants if she had congeniality.
Its dark, irreverent sense of humor and a bloody romance were never going to be to everyone's taste, though, and low box office numbers had commentators declaring it DOA. Much like the love story at its center, though, we think Lisa Frankenstein is destined to rise again as a beloved cult classic, like its spiritual sister Heather's or Cody's own Jennifer's Body.
I have the cure. Ooh. Oh. No. It's not that kind of cure. It's like it's a band. They can't make you better. I mean, they can, but emotional.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Good luck, Bridget.
Where have you been all my life?
If I told you, you probably wouldn't believe me.
Actor and musician Bridget Mendler used to be all over our TV screens as the star of Disney Channel hits like Wizards of Waverly Place, Lemonade Mouth, and Good Luck Charlie. But if her work on screen impressed you, you'll be blown away by what she's done off it.
I'm studying anthropology.
Really?
Yeah.
And why?
Well, I'm interested in it, for one.
Mendler would go on to earn a bachelor's at USC, a master's and a PhD at MIT, and a law degree from Harvard. Feeling unproductive yet? On February 20th, 31-year-old Mendler announced the launch of Northwood Space, a company she founded with Shaja Luthra and her husband, Griffin Cleverly. The company hopes to mass-produce ground stations that collect satellite data, while hoping to overhaul the industry technology sector for better efficiency and accessibility. Talk about reaching for the stars. How about you? What caught your eye this month that no one seems to be talking about? Share in the comments.
I can't do that. Not until we bury the body.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.